So, last week I watched the Uncharted trailer for the movie and I kind of can't stop thinking about it, but not really in a good way. The Uncharted series is home to some of my favourite games of all time, with particular emphasis on Uncharted 3 and 4. And yeah, this movie brought out a trailer that's supposed to be an adaptation, and I mean, they've been trying to make this for a long ass time. So long, in fact, that Mark Wahlberg apparently aged 30 years to become a suitable pick for Sully, but okay, whatever. But yeah, this movie. I don't think it looks like a bad action movie. I don't. I think if you had all of the elements that were there, and then you said, let's take away the Uncharted trailer, let's make this a National Treasure 3. It's Nicolas Cage's son, you know. We would all love that, I'm sure. I think that would be a relatively acceptable movie. Nothing crazy. It's not going to be anything crazy, but you know, I think that would have been acceptable enough. But they did slap that Uncharted logo on it. They did put, you know, the things, the names, the locations. They seem to be mixing Uncharted 3 and 4. Obviously, as I've just said, they are among my favourites of the series, and I kind of take issue with it. I don't think a single Uncharted fan would really have wanted a young Nate storyline, and it doesn't look even like that they're going to follow the storyline of like how Nate and Sully actually met in the games, and it just seems to me that they're kind of like throwing all of their eggs in this one basket, and they're going, let's cherry pick the best elements of each of the games, but in itself spoils, I'd imagine, would just spoil each of those storylines. That's a bit weird to me. But let's, aside from the story, let's go aside from the story. We have Tom Holland, who, yeah, everybody likes a bad Tom Holland, don't they? Like Spider-Man, he's good as Spider-Man. He's not my favourite, but he's good enough. But this is literally just it's just Peter Parker, but with cargo trousers on instead of the spider suit, and that's annoying. That's annoying. And Tom Holland himself has even come out and said that he feels like his acting in this movie wasn't very good. Great selling point for it, really. I'm loving that part. But then even when you take things that are of the games, you say, you get the costume, wow, he's got the tan shirt on with the ring, and then you have him saying stuff, you know, like he says crap as he's falling out of the plane, and it doesn't sound like that crap. It doesn't sound like that kind of, like the way that Nolan North says it in those games, the way that it comes across, it's just like a guy saying crap. It just, and I don't. This is gonna be a super. This is terribly scripted, unscripted video. I'm curious. What do you think? What do the Uncharted fans out there think of this movie? Do they think it looks fun? Do you think it looks like a decent adaptation? Of course, I'm saying all of this. I haven't seen the movie. Maybe it will be. Maybe it'll be great. Maybe there are elements in here that we're just not really seeing. And I got to say, it's cool to see some, you know, like the plane with the stuff falling out. Yeah, it looks cool. Or the ships in the cave. That's awesome. You know, I like seeing those things in live action to a degree. They don't have the polish, I think, of the way that the video games did, which is ironic considering one of them's over 10 years old now. I'm sitting here editing this thing and then I realised I forgot to mention one of the biggest abominations of this entire trailer, and that is the Scottish guy at the end.
Oh my god!
I shouldn't have come out to play with the big boys, Ian, because you're about to get a proper Scottish welcome.
What?
I hate it! No one in Scotland actually speaks like that, so now that I've told you, get back to the video. Do you think Tom Holland's good? What about Mark Wahlberg? Marky Mark. It's silly. What a cast. What a cast. Leave your comments below. Are you looking forward to this movie? Will you be going to see it in day one? And is it going to continue the tradition of shockingly bad video game adaptations? Because I don't know if you really picked this up from my vibe of the video, but I kind of think it might be a continuation of that trend. So thanks everyone for watching. Remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time. See ya.